A long time ago, in a distant village, an old man appeared who was always accompanied by an eagle. It was an unusual pairing, as these birds don't usually get too close to people. But contrary to what everyone expected, the old man and the eagle were always together, almost as if they were inseparable friends. Soon, the residents began to comment on him. They said he was a very wise man and that his words were known throughout the region. Even with this fame, the old man was simple and humble. Instead of looking for a comfortable home, he chose to stay in an abandoned barn with his faithful companion, the eagle. The people of the village, curious, approached slowly, observing from afar, but without the courage to get too close. He didn't say anything, and the eagle just stood alert beside him, always attentive. As the days passed, the villagers began to empathize with this strange visitor and his bird. They realized he was unprotected and began bringing him food and offering help. The wise man and the eagle were grateful for every gesture of kindness, accepting donations with humility. One night, a peasant decided to approach the barn where the old man and the eagle were resting. He hesitated a little, but when he saw the wise man, he gathered courage and called him. The old man turned to him and, with a calm look, asked if he could help with anything. The peasant took a deep breath and respectfully said he had a question. He explained that he had heard that the old man was a man of great wisdom and hoped that he could answer his question. The wise man, with a slight smile, replied, "No one is so wise as to have all the answers. But if I can help you, I will do my best." The peasant, curious and full of doubts, came close to the wise man and asked sincerely, "How can I open the doors of heaven and close the doors of hell? I want to understand how to reach heaven but also avoid hell." The wise old man, in silence, listened attentively, as did the eagle, which did not take its eyes off the visitor. When the peasant finished speaking, the wise man looked at him and with a firm tone said, "What a foolish question. Can be seen that you are a man who knows little about life." The peasant, feeling disrespected and insulted, became furious and wanted to attack the old man. But at that moment, the eagle placed itself between the two, protecting the sage with all its grandeur. At that moment, the peasant noticed something he hadn't noticed before. The old man was blind. The eagle, with its attentive gaze and protective wings, was his faithful guide. Seeing this, the peasant felt enormous shame for having let his anger dominate him and thinking of attacking that defenseless man. His fury disappeared, and in its place a deep compassion for the sage arose. Noticing this change, the wise man, with a serene smile, said, "See." His anger opened the gates of hell, while the compassion he now feels opened the gates of heaven. With these words, the peasant understood that the choices we make, guided by anger or kindness, determine the path we take. This story makes us think about how we often let feelings of anger and frustration take over us and keep us away from good opportunities and precious moments. The wise man, despite living almost always alone with his eagle, was serene and at peace. He knew the value of solitude and calm. After all, as the saying goes, the less time we spend with noise and distractions, the more we find peace and happiness within ourselves.